everyone, thank you for watching the video. As you can see, it's my deadlift training from April 15th of 2018. Currently 2 weeks away from the USPA IPL Philadelphia Fitness Expo. That's going to be held at the Pennsylvania Convention Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on April 28th. And with this workout here, pretty much just concluded my last official training cycle for this competition. And actually just really concluded on a very intense note. I would consider this last week my hell week, if you will. Reason being is because my last workout on Sunday, I hit 600 for two doubles and then a set of 5 on my third set. And then this past Wednesday, about 2 or 3 days later, I actually hit 655 for a double. Instead of using the mats that went off the floor. And of course, concluding with today doing 3 doubles with 617. Now, the difference here is I did use the same equipment on Wednesday as I did today. On my days where I usually pull some heavy 5s or triples or doubles, I usually use a road bar and some York plates. And on my deadlift workout days, on my Sundays, I use my illegal bar and my competition plates. So I usually do that just so I can get a better feel of some whip on the bar, because when I do compete, I use a deadlift bar in competition with USPA, and the bar actually has a little whip. So when in training, I usually use a power bar, so it has no give whatsoever, to make it as stiff as possible. Reason being is so I can engage my hips early into the lift, so I be more explosive off the floor. As you can see from this workout, 617 for 3 doubles, and you can definitely see a very significant difference in the bar speed in the first set versus the bar speed in the last set. Reason being is because I think that just my hips were not engaging, if you will, or not warmed up yet officially. I noticed that it's been a trend within my training that it seems like my hips tend to actually be warmed up and ready to go later into workouts and later into sets, which therefore produces a better bar speed for me in the exercise motion itself. So just analyzing those things and just kind of, just strategizing and seeing what I can adjust for things like that, and also being able to adjust to that for the competition. But overall, yeah, definitely just walking away, just thinking to myself that, I definitely did a lot of volume with 600 plus pounds 3 times in 7 days. So very taxing on the body, and, that could be a factor on why my hips weren't engaging right away. Just due to just sheer fatigue, So, but fortunately, this is the end. This was the back end of the training cycle, which is now complete. And these last 2 weeks, I will be using pretty much to, as if I was restarting a new training cycle. So it necessarily won't be a deload, but it's a restart back to square one, just to give my body a little bit of a break, especially after the intensity that I put through my body through this week. Just making those adjustments, and definitely seeing that dealing with that kind of volume in 7 days definitely does show significance, I believe, in my performance, and it's definitely something I want to carry over into the competition. So now it's really just all about making sure I get the proper rest, rehabilitation, and nutrition in my body, so that I can perform to the best of my standards and the best of my ability on the competition day. So with that being said, pretty much just getting everything dialed in now in the last 2 weeks, and just ready to go. I just thinking it's been about 16 weeks now with my training, and come a long way, come very, very long way. I've had a lot of experiences and a lot of lessons that I learned throughout this particular training process for this competition, and I set the tone right earlier in the year, and I definitely want to repeat that and actually exceed that with this competition coming up. And then, of course, with the competitions proceeding afterwards as well. And, just, like I said, really dialed in and ready to go. I like I said, I think I learned a lot of things, a lot of patience, and a lot of focus, determination, just being consistent, making the right choices due to, things that are happening to me in my own personal life and just with personal experiences outside of the gym that can also play a factor. And I think that those things and just dealing with those things have helped me become better with what I'm doing and remind myself to always channel that into what I'm doing. And I feel like it's paying off for me. It's been definitely beneficial, and I definitely want to display that on competition day. So, for me, excuse me, for me, it's coming down to the wire. I may not seem as energized right now, actually, as a matter of fact, because it's a very long process, and it's really all about, for me right now, it's all about rest at this point because I'm constantly just taxing my body and getting sick and going through that, and just giving the body a proper amount of rest. And that plays such a big factor, which is something I kind of wanted to touch on. I know I've said before in previous videos about always not having your foot on the gas because you can actually do more harm than good that way. I think that being somebody who's very young, who's very determined, it has the consistent habit of wanting to put the pedal to the metal nonstop, but not realizing that every now and then I'm going to need to stop to refuel and put the brakes on, because definitely want to be doing this for the longevity of the sport, and really just be patient, take my time with the process. And I've always been a big advocate of the process. I've always been a big advocate of my training because I feel like that's what makes me who I am, not the competition itself. Because it's different if I just signed up for a competition and it was next Saturday and I just went and did that, versus I signed up for a competition all the way back last November and do a competition previous, and then give myself 16 weeks nonstop of consistent dieting, training, and really pushing my body to its limits to be able to ultimately, with the ultimate goal of beating myself from my last competition. And it's very taxing, but it's defined my character. I've put myself in positions where I get to define my legacy and who I am as an individual, and see what I truly can excel at and see what I'm truly capable of. And again, you don't know what you're capable of. You don't know what you can do unless you put yourself through various situations, or you take chances, or you take risk, or you make certain choices that can reflect that. And I believe that with these past 16 weeks of my training, I definitely will say without a doubt I've had a lot of those situations, and I definitely learned from them. So, with that being said, one more workout left. And like I said, for me, it's restarting a new training cycle, aka will be a deload for this competition, just to get my body ready. And after that video, that will be the just a video review of the competition. So, with that being said, 2 more weeks, 14 days, and just cannot wait to get on that platform and put all my cards on the table and be the best I can be, so I can ultimately not win a trophy, not win a record, not hit a PR, but beat myself. And again, I'd much rather come in last place and beat myself than come in first and not beat myself at all. Because the one thing I truly believe, no matter what anybody says, the most important and also the most difficult challenge is not beating somebody else, is beating yourself. That's the ultimate way of making yourself better. That's the ultimate way of defining your character. And in my opinion, that's the ultimate way of self-improvement. That being said, keep supporting each other, work hard, stay dedicated, be consistent, have patience, and always believe in yourself. Thank you for watching the video and take care.